woman that wants to be a wife has to behave like a wife. You have a relaxed nature. That's lazy, ma'am. That's what that is. That's straight up lazy. You it's okay to take a break. It's okay to wind down. It's okay to take you a nap. The older we get, the more we hurt, the more injuries we have, some of us, especially if we burn in the candles at both ends. But you have to realize that there is absolutely no way that you can say that you want to be a wife and you're too relaxed to cater to your future husband. Now, when you choose a man, you choose a man. You're not choosing him based on his characteristics. You're choosing him based on his income. Since you're choosing him based on his income, you're not actually trying to find a leader. You're trying to find a paymaster. You're not trying to find somebody who's going to take care of you the way you're going to take care of him. You're just trying to find somebody who will enhance your standard of living, whether he takes over your financial responsibilities or he just gives you a life of entertainment while you take care of your own financial responsibilities. Either way, you are not looking for a true companion or partner when you don't want to be led by the man that you are choosing, because that's what you do in a positive, healthy relationship, is you select the kind of man that you want to lead the way. So if he's saying, hey, you got a little bit more downtime than you should be able to be a little bit more proactive, find more things to do. You got that much time off, make us take up baking. Your husband's going to cook for you. You should be able to bake for him. That way, y'all can make dinner together in the kitchen. I've said this multiple times before. You know, the quickest way to a man's heart is through his stomach, because men starve themselves to death working for you. So doesn't it make sense that if you don't know how to cook, that you learn? And TV dinners and taking frozen foods and popping them into the microwave isn't really cooking. It's just heating stuff up. And yeah, that might go a certain quantity of waste, because men would prefer for you to heat up something so that they can have something warm go into their stomach than for them to be starving or just trying to fast off of cold foods. But at the same time, if you got that much downtime to be relaxed, you can Google. This is different from before 2009. Before 2009, you didn't know what to cook. You had to get your recipes from your grandma and your mama and them. You understand? Nowadays, you don't got to have nobody in your family that know how to cook, and you can literally Google it online, get recipes, go to the grocery store, buy the ingredients, bring it back to the house, follow the instructions, and you can put together just about any meal that anybody has ever made. And if you follow the recipes ratio distribution, you don't have to make a little small plate, a little bitty small plate of food. You can make large proportions of it, because if you're doing it to scale, if you're doing it for a serving of 10 instead of a serving of 1, you just multiply all of the ingredients by 10 and evenly distribute it amongst the dish. Either way it goes, you can you're looking at so many things that can be done, that needs to be done, that should be done. And if the man ain't got enough energy to do it, it isn't going to get done, especially if you want to be lazy. So the fact is that if you're putting extra effort into your man, then you need to be able to make sure that he can get up and get done the stuff that you're not doing, which requires a little bit of effort. And that little bit of effort to refuel and rejuvenate your man actually makes your man want to get out there and do the stuff that you're not doing, because you're doing stuff to give him the energy to get out there and go get it done. Unfortunately, most men are in some way, shape, or form desperate, because men are looking for that emotional companionship, that physical connection, and women are just looking for money. So it is hard. Now, not all of them, because the older women that are reaching or passing menopause are looking for that companionship, because they've already retired out of the game after 900,000 miles on the track. Now they want to retire out the game and then call themselves a brand new car and say they deserve the best, which is the furthest thing from the truth, because you are 5 steps away from a salvage vehicle and the value is exceptionally low, especially when you behave like the last woman who says that you don't really want to be told what to do. You kind of just want to exist and be accepted for who you are and how you behave right now, instead of you changing your behavior patterns to become the type of woman that a man would want. You want to find a man that will accept you where you don't have to improve. That's not going to be beneficial for you at middle ages. You shouldn't carry it to the first date. You shouldn't take women out on the first date and waste your money on that, because if you take the women out there wasting your money on that, you're going to be in a situation where you're going to be broke as hell, and they're enjoying your entertainment, because you're going to be going to clubs and they're getting a free trip to the club, they getting free cover, they're getting free drink.